Saida. How are you? How are you today?
I'm fine, and you, teacher?
I'm happy. I'm so happy to be here.
Me too, I'm so happy. I think we have a happy face, excited face to be here because today we have something amazing for you guys.
Yes, it's so interesting that that we will learn or to see today.
Yeah, we prepared something special. But before we continue, teacher, I want to know who's there. I want to know who's there watching us.
Yes, who is there? Tell us.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, and I have two friends that I said that I will say hello to them. That is Carlitos. I know Carlitos is watching us. And also Hilda. But I want to know if it's true. They told me, teacher, yes, I'm going to be there on YouTube watching you. So I want to know if it's true. Okay? What about Mariana? What about Angie?
Or Barbie.
Barbie.
Or Emma. Or
Lee.
David. What
Leo.
about you?
Yeah, guys, write your name there or say hello, and we're going to say hello to you back. Okay? Teacher Anna also. Teacher Anna said, prepare this with us. So we're going to have an amazing story for you today. Yeah?
Yes.
Teacher, I think you remember, and the kids also remember, that the last week, we talked about how we belong to the communities. Do you remember that?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, we belong to the communities, and also that is important because in the communities we receive love, we have a house to live in, we have families, we have a lot of things, and we talk about the benefits of belonging in a community. And the story of today, it's about this. This girl named Leah, it's a friend of us. Leah was talking about the importance of the communities, but Leah, something weird happened to her because she doesn't believe in the importance of the community.
And pay attention, guys, because after this story, we will talk about it. So
Yeah.
pay attention.
You have a special task, okay? So be careful, sit down, sit in a comfortable place, and pay a lot of attention to the story, okay? Are you ready to listen this? Teacher, are you ready to start?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
ready.
Let's start with the story.
Okay, this is a story about a girl named Leah. On this story, we will tell you something curious that happened in her life. Leah has a teacher named Lucy, and one day at the school, teacher Lucy was talking about the communities that all can belong, but Leah didn't show interest about it.
Yeah, she was talking like you about communities, but Leah was like, I don't care. I
Yeah.
don't care to know about the communities. So then, teacher Lucy was on the computer talking to Leah and the rest of the class about the importance that we can belong to family, you know that, to school, we have friends. Also, my neighborhood, it's a community, a state, country, and all of this that you already know. Teacher Lucy was explaining to her about this. She said that to belong to the communities can bring us benefits. For example, we have love, we study, that's why we can learn how to read and how to write. We have food, the delicious pizza, pasta, your favorite food. It's because we belong to the communities. We have friends to play, and we have a house to live. So this is what teacher Lucy was telling to Leah.
It's so great, teacher Saida, to have love in food. I love food.
I love food too. So without communities, no food.
Oh, okay, but then, how I said before, Leah wasn't interested about the topic. And when she had a chance, she participated on the class. She said, for my, all of that things are important because I know that I can be okay only by myself. Uh-oh.
Do you think that it's possible?
I
No
don't
family,
know.
no friends, and you can do it. You can make it by yourself.
I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
At the end of the day, Leah go back home, and on the way, she was thinking that when she finished the homework at the afternoon, she's going to visit her friend, Adri, to talk about what her teacher said today in classes.
Yeah, I mean, she was not interested, and she was thinking that everyone was wrong. That teacher was wrong. So she wants to talk with Adri about that. And she said, I'm so happy to be here in my house. I'm going to hurry up. I'm going to make my homework, and then I'm going to look for Leah, and we're going to talk and play. Leah finished her homework very, very quickly.
Yes.
She did it very fast. So when she finished, he went like running to Adri's house. But on her way, she had a big surprise.
What, teacher?
She realized that the house of her friends was not there.
No.
Yes, she
Really?
was walking on the street, and when she was looking for her house, she didn't find it. And also, there was no Adri, no house there.
Oh no, it's so sad. Leah tried to search for many places but wasn't successful because when she said in her classes that to be part of some communities was important, their communities started to disappear. I know. After all the search, Leah decided to go back home and talk with their parents about what happened with Adri and her house.
So, as Leah says, the communities are not important. All the communities around her disappear.
Wow, teacher, it's so
It's
sad.
sad. Imagine no neighborhoods, no houses, no family, nothing. It was Leah only by herself. Then, after the search, Leah decided to go back to her house
Yeah.
and talk with the parents that something weird was happening. All the communities were disappearing. And then, when she came back to her house, guess what?
What, teacher? What?
Her house wasn't there. No home. So Leah was so scared because there was neither her house, neither her family. So Leah says, I don't know what is happening. She started feeling so scared,
Yeah.
and she feels sad because she was thinking that maybe she never seen her parents again. So Leah didn't know what can she do or where can she go. So Leah was saying, I don't know what is happening, but I want my family and my friends back. What can I do? Leah was thinking, what can I do?
And then she was thinking and thinking, why would that happen? And after a long time, she remembered what her teacher Lucy said about the importance of the communities. Leah went to find her teacher and talk with her about the communities. Maybe doing this, she can have again her family and friends. And Leah found teacher Lucy and she explained to her what was happening. Teacher Lucy said, "Can you see now? That is why it is so important to belong to some communities. We need a place to be part and we need some people in our lives to share, play, and talk. In the morning, you said that a community was important for you and what happened to you today was just a lesson. What did you learn about all of this?" Pay attention in these questions, guys. What did you learn about all of this? How did you feel? Do you still think in the same way? I think the best you can do is to reflect about what happened and maybe everything will be in the same way as before.
That was a good advice of teacher.
Yes.
Just to think, I mean, she was living the reality of no communities, And now it was time to Leah to think if it's correct to say that communities are not important. So with these questions that teacher made to Leah, she went to the park and sat. She started thinking about what teacher Lucy said to her, and it was true. She knew her thinking was wrong. The communities were important, and it was for sure that she needed her family and friends, because without them, she will feel. She was feeling so sad and lonely, and we don't want to be lonely. Okay, so it was late. It was at night when Leah decided to go back to her house to see what she can do to take everything back to the norm.
And on her way, she saw a bright star shining in the sky. She made a wish asking to take her family and friends back. Leah was finishing the words of her wish when suddenly a bright light blinded her eyes. When she opened them,
What do you think happened, teacher?
I don't know. And what do you think, guys?
So, we have to stop here. The last thing that she saw, it was a bright light, okay? She made a wish, and the bright light came down to her and blind her eyes. When she opened the eyes, ta-da!
What happened?
What was next? What? What do you think was next, guys? Do you think the communities come back to Leah? Do you think Leah was lonely by herself? What do you think happened with Leah? What do you think happened with Adri? Do you think Leah changed the thinking about the importance of belonging? What can they do? What the kids can do with this story, teacher?
I don't know, maybe Leah was alone for all her life,
That
without
sounds really
family,
sad.
without friends.
Could be because was her thinking, but
Yeah.
then she knew that was wrong.
Yes.
So maybe the wish that she asked was something about her communities.
And the things that she happened was a lesson. Teacher Lucy said that was a lesson, all that things.
Yeah, she said that. But now we want to know, what do you think about the story? Okay, guys? Carlitos says hello. Hello, Carlitos.
Hello, Carlos.
We are here reading the story, and now is your time. Here comes something important that you have to do. Okay? When this show finish, you will have to sit and talk with your parents about this story, about the thinking of Leah, about what she did, and everything that happened to her. And now you have to tell us, what do you think happened in the story? What do you think this story ends? I know Hilda is saying something, teacher. What is Hilda saying to us?
Hilda say que si no estuviéramos tendría miedo y sería muy triste y que son importantes las comunidades.
Oh, very good, Hilda. So I think like you.
Yeah.
I think that you say it's really correct. But do you think Leah changed her mind? Okay, what are we going to do? Before we go, we have to ask you this. With this story, you will have to think about the end of the story. How do you think this story ended? Was a happy ending or maybe a sad ending? And tomorrow, during the class with teacher Ana, with teacher Ana, with me, you're going to show us your drawing, and you're going to tell us, this is my story end, okay? So this is what you have to do. If you need to watch this story again, you can tell us, or you can play the video again in the afternoon, okay? Remember, it's important to make your drawing or make your reflection, because tomorrow during the class, you're going to tell us your comments, your reflection, or your ideas about this story.
Teacher, I want that Leah change her mind because in my case, I want to be with my family and with my friends and with you,
Yeah, with friends.
my friends, and I want all that thing. So I hope that Leah change her mind.
I hope it too. And tomorrow we're going to see if Leah, everything was better for Leah. If her family, communities, and everyone come back to her. Okay, guys, this was the story for today. And remember, do your homework because it's going to be very important to the teachers to know your ideas about this. Okay, so if you have more comments like Hilda says that she thinks that Leah, when she made her wish, she asked to everything came back to the normal. Maybe it could be, okay? Hilda, make this like a drawing, okay? Make it in a drawing on paper, use colors, whatever you want to do, and tomorrow you're going to show us to us, okay? Teacher, I love your story. Thank you for sharing this story with us.
Yes, was amazing, was so interesting, and see you tomorrow. No,
Yeah, tomorrow in the class.
yeah, tomorrow in the class. But be ready with the story, with your part of the story, okay?
Yeah, with the end. We want to know all the ends, the different ends of you. Of the end of Hilda, what Carlitos think about it, Mariana, Julio, Angie, Leo, David, Emma,
Barbie,
Becky, all of you. We want to know what do you think about the story, okay? It's time to say goodbye, teacher.
Yes.
We need to go, but any doubt that you have, you can send us an email, okay? So, teacher, thank you very much to be here with me.
Thank you, teacher Saida. And thank you to you guys to be here, and see you.
See you.
It's time to say bye.
Bye, guys.
¿Sabías que la energía es el factor que contribuye principalmente al cambio climático y representa alrededor del 60% de todas las emisiones mundiales de gases de efecto invernadero? Por eso te invitamos a utilizar la iluminación natural abriendo las cortinas y apagando las luces que no son necesarias. Compártenos tus fotos al correo escuelaverde@liceodeapodaca.edu.mx. ¿Sabías que, según la ONU, la escasez de agua afecta a más del 40% de la población mundial y este porcentaje podría aumentar? Por eso, te invitamos a poner un ladrillo o botella de plástico cerrada en el tanque del sanitario. Usar un vaso de agua al lavarse los dientes. Te invitamos a que nos compartas tus fotos al correo escuelaverde@liceodeapodaca.edu.mx.